Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Space Marine. We are nearing the end of our story for this game, unfortunately. Not quite sure how many episodes there are going to be, but I know it's not too many at all. But let me go ahead and thank the channel members in just a second once this voice line is over. All right, well, as soon as I stop talking, he stops talking, so let me oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? I just literally choked on a bunch of air. But yes, thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Tobias, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, JT, Michael, and Pfeiffer. Thank you guys all so much. Appreciate that. Again, this episode brought to you in 1440p because of those channel members. But yes, we are going to get on to a few difficult sections of the game, actually.
Protocol suspended. Access authorized. The apse is below you, Captain.
Those flying guns are pretty scary. They do quite a large amount of damage. I was trying to get down over there, and I actually didn't figure this out until I had already died once. You'll actually see me pop the super here to try to out heal their damage, but good lord, they're just doing so much. These guys are tough to kill if you don't have a long range weapon. I would definitely recommend having the las cannon or the stalker bolt rifle, preferably the las cannon though, because that is what's really good at taking these guys out. If you don't have a long range weapon here, I promise you, you will die. Sorry, my nose is a bit stuffy. But yeah, you definitely want to have a long range weapon there. So this time, when I go up this lovely little elevator here, I will go for the las cannon.
It is a masterwork of the machine god. It is feeding energy into the warp gate above. If we are to stop this invasion, the spire must fall.
I understand.
You guys know that I thought about cutting out that first death just because it was so early on in the episode, and none of you would have noticed. No one would have been able to tell. So I'm thinking about it here, and I'm like, well, you know, I should probably grab the las cannon. I go back for it, and then this section is so much easier, guys. Way easier. And by the way, you can have actually two like special weapons. So you can swap out the melt-a-gun as well.
I will open a maintenance apse for the volcano cannon. Protocol suspended. Access authorized.
FPS instincts taking over there, just aiming at anything that's moving. I'm like, it's below me. How the fuck do I get down there? Don't worry, all will be explained very shortly. Yeah, those guys still shock you even when they're technically like quote unquote like unconscious, like when they're stunned. And this time it only spawned two of them and then one of these bad boys. But the las cannon's still pretty decent at taking these guys out. I think it takes 5 shots. Yeah, not too bad at all. And I'm like, okay, how the fuck do I get down to where I'm supposed to be? Do I come up here? No, that's not it. This doesn't look right. No, it's not over there, Ghost.
Leap down to the walkways around.
Nope, still not over there. Where do I actually go? I was very, very confused, and then all of a sudden it's just gonna have you hop down. Does not explain it too well. Welcome to 2011, people. But man, this story is sure heating up here. So we're gonna put the power source into the Titan, and we're gonna charge up its volcano cannon.
Firing now.
And we have taken out the spire.
Ejecting power core. Shutting down all systems.
Captain, all systems are overloaded.
We have
Invictus performed admirably, Enoch. The warp gate is closing.
Thank the machine god. Shutting down all systems.
So we have cut off Nemroth's fleet from coming through the warp gate here. Since we severed that spire, we have severed their ability to get reinforcements. Very important. Come on, Leandros.
Recover the power source.
Hurry up, bad boy.
Get it to safety, old friend.
Good news on that front. Lieutenant Mirror reports that the Liberation fleet has entered the system. The Inquisition will surely have sent agents with the fleet, Captain. Perhaps we can return the device to them.
The Inquisition has already failed to stop its exploitation by Chaos. No one must use the device, Leandros, ever again. Contact Lieutenant Mira, but have her divert a Valkyrie here to pick us up.
Yes, Captain.
And we move on here.
Power source is out of the
Oh,
question.
let's Adonis talk.
We could open another warp gate, for all we know. Upon our return to Macragge, I will confide it to the chapter master and his librarians.
And until then,
My most trusted brother will bring it to our strike cruiser and seal it in the armory.
So this part of the game pisses me off, and you'll see why here in just a minute. I was making sure I still had the power axe here. And okay, so you can swap out the melta gun for a storm bolter and still keep your las cannon.
Get this damn thing secured, Sergeant.
as quickly as I can.
So we have been the safe guardians of
There are still thousands
that
of
power
traitors and
source
heretics
for
in this world.
the past 9 episodes, basically, right?
Lieutenant Mirror's Valkyrie is on its way.
And now we have given it to Sedonis. I do not know why, and you'll see why this pisses me off here in just a moment. Okay, there's a panel here. Do I do anything with that? Nope. No, you don't, Ghost. You go over to that green little door there, the green little button on the door. This is a tough spot right here. This little arena right here. You get assaulted by quite a few Chaos Marines.
Sedonis, get to the landing pad.
Aye, Captain.
Y'all are about to see why that pisses me off, though, because we have been the safe guardians of it. And it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm the only person who's gonna have the power source. No, that is not it at all. It is more because we are giving the power source to someone who is not able to wield it without it being contained. And y'all will see why that's important in just a moment. And I'm gonna take a shitload of damage there. Use the oh, I just burst his head off there. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna use the super here. It's not, I don't think it's gonna get me through this. I think I still end up dying, and then I swap out for the las cannon. Yeah, I've just learned, like, overall, just not having the las cannon is a bad idea. And then can't go back for the last cannon, so I actually have to drop down here and just use what I've got there. But it should be all right this time. This time we know how many Chaos Marines are here and what they're gonna do.
Captain.
Go on, Sedonis. Run them my little precious power core up there, please. So I'll go ahead and use the Storm Bolter here for a moment. As you can see, this thing is basically a machine gun shotgun, and it is it's pretty effective at close range, but once you get outside of its realm of influence, it is very, very weak. And you'll know when you're in range because you'll shred them. Like, this is on the edge of its range right here. And as you can see, I'm coming to the same conclusion right here, that it's on the edge of its range, and then I need to swap to the bolter. Now, having the stalker bolt rifle or the las cannon would just be really, really nice. Like I said, it does a lot of damage. Oh, I threw a grenade right in my face there. Trying to dodge here. Yeah, and I'm really just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna shoot around the cover here. This is one of the advantages of third-person games, especially early third-person games. You're able to actually shoot around the cover without exposing yourself at all, technically shooting through it. So yeah, you can cheese the game just a bit. But we're gonna use a few magazines here from the bolter. You gotta watch out for those rockets. Those rockets do a ton of damage, especially to your shield. But we eventually do take out most of them. And we've just got one more left. Try to throw a grenade up there. Deal some damage to him. See, now this guy is really close, so we can use the storm bolter on him, stun him down, and then finish him off with the regular bolter here. And he's gonna go down. Gonna hit a little reload, and then do the same to this guy. Actually expending all of our storm bolter ammunition there. Oh, and I'm like, oh, I guess there's two cultists right here. That was a fat finger. That was a fat finger. Oopsies. Well, that guy did not know what was coming for him. And now we see Sedonis fighting there out on the landing pad. And here's what I was thinking to myself. Okay, he's about to get swarmed. As soon as I get to like right here, he's about to get a cutscene where he dies. But no, not quite. You'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm not going to spoil it anything beyond that. This is where I thought it was going to be. And then... Yep. Sedonis goes down. Dude, this was like gut-wrenching right here. He's been with us since the very first second of the game. And now Nemroth has taken him down.
No!
And now you see why I'm pissed that we gave him the power source. And then fucking Leandros is bugged out, just killing this moment. He's just staring off into space, man. What the hell?
Such a pretty bauble, hiding such immense power. This device is a gift from the Chaos Gods. It holds the key to my evolution, to my ascension, to immortal demonhood. My armies will spill humanity's blood across the stars. You continue to resist my touch. Only a deep connection to the warp can explain this. Will you be joining us soon?
And there goes Nemroth with the artifact there, with the power source. We led him right to it. And we gave it to Sedonis, the squishiest Chad of all the Chads. Yeah, see, that really pissed me off because that was purely for plot purposes, clearly.
Righteous battle.
That was...
Turn your thoughts to vengeance.
I'll let him finish here. But yeah, that was legitimately the only part of the story that actually like pissed me off. Yeah, that was very annoying. And this is also another difficult section. You get 4, and I'm like, wait, E for autocannon, what? Yeah, there's an autocannon just sitting here. This is like one of the only times in the game you get to actually use it. It's the first time you get to actually use it, I believe. But yeah, it is one of the only times you're ever gonna use this gun, so take advantage of it. It's very, very powerful. And I'm getting absolutely melted here because I stood out in the open there at the beginning, and I'm gonna get forced out of cover by a grenade, and then I'm gonna get absolutely shredded here. And no, I don't have a super because I fat fingered it. But you can see that this thing is quite powerful indeed. It's just these cultists throwing grenades at you that makes it really, really tough. My Iron Halo is finally going to start regenerating there. Then these guys are going to close the distance on me. He's going to whack me, and then I'm going to go down to a missile. Yeah, this is a tough section. I would recommend getting into that cover with the autocannon immediately. Just run straight through the autocannon like I am here. Pick that bad boy up and get ready. You got 400 rounds. Get ready to use them. But yeah, back to Sidonis, man. That is such a shoehorned in story element, his death. Like, oh, here, this corruptible, you know, thing that is gonna corrupt a regular human instantly, just by being in its mere presence, uncontained. Let me give it to a Sergeant Space Marine that has had no experience with it. Let me just give it to him. Why not? Yeah, let's do that. And then, well, that's what happens. If you burst this thing in threes, it seems to be much more accurate. But once they get this close, it doesn't really matter. Take him out there. Those big mace boys. I wish they had those guys earlier into the game, and I wish they would also sprinkle some orcs later into the game here. That would be really cool. Some people asked if I was going to be doing the remaster of this game. Maybe. We'll have to see what it looks like. Because it would really just be a visual upgrade. The story would be the exact same, theoretically.
The sergeant. The traitor lord murdered him.
Yep, Sidonis is gone. He is no longer with us.
Nemeroth killed Sidonis for the power source. You said the Inquisitor's work was heretical, Leandros. You were right.
What do you mean?
Nemeroth plans to use the power source to trigger his transformation into a demon prince.
Abomination!
How can we stand against such a creature?
I will kill Nemeroth when he's most vulnerable. During the transformation. Safeguard Sidonis until the apothecary arrives. Then join the Imperial attack.
Going alone is suicide. Or worse. We know the enemy takes great interest in your connection to chaos.
Do you fear my falling to chaos?
Of course not. Whatever lies behind your resistance, it can only be to the enemy's favor.
Why? Perhaps this resistance can get you close enough for a killing blow.
I will destroy Nemeroth with skill and steel, or die trying. If this resistance comes into play during battle, so be it.
So be it.
Yeah, you see that look of betrayal that Leandros has? Yeah, we're about to feel that later. Trust me. Oh, fat finger grenade there. Got to keep you guys on your toes. But yeah, we must reach the remnants of the orbital spire. It is still sitting there floating with the powers of chaos there. We are going alone. And yeah, that shot there is just to symbolize the frustration with Nemeroth here. I don't know what I'm doing right here. Apparently I had a lot of interest in this elevator. I probably should have been looking the other way because I feel like I missed a lot of cool scenery. But yes, there is a serval, what the fuck? Not a serval, a servo skull right there. And I was hoping for some like power upgrades like late into the game here, but unfortunately they don't really come. And then this is where I figure out finally that you can actually have the las cannon and the so I swap here. Like I'm like, okay, well, what if I go to the melta gun? Let me see what happens. Yep, you could swap the melta for the storm bolter. So this entire time I could have had the las cannon and a grenade launcher. That would have been really useful to know, but now you guys know. And this is just epic scenery here. Look at the spire in the background and all of this background debris here. The entire planet is almost coming apart. And while I was enjoying the scenery, these chaos cultists are shooting at me. So we need to take those guys out here. Yeah, these man, the Chaos Cultists are not, you know, just normal guys. They are serious, and you're about to see why. Yeah, if you shoot them in the tank on accident, they pop out into demons. And they will phase shift all around. But, you know, just using the power axe is a pretty easy way of dealing with those guys. And against, you see that actually bounced off my head there. But yeah, you can see a few of them will pop up as demons here. And I'm going to go for the stun on this one just to get an execute, because the executes in this game are fucking awesome. Oh yeah. Severed the head, sent him packing back to the warp. I'm going to pop these guys in the head. And there's another demon as well. They're pretty easy to deal with, honestly, just with the bolter. You just got to be kind of careful there. And I actually spot those. Yeah, see, I wish I could just drop off that ledge, but 2011, they don't have a very complicated geometry. It's basically go up the ramp or don't go up the ramp. Yep, pop out the old las cannon here and miss a shot, but then we finally get him. And there's another psyker of chaos. You know, one of the things that really does hold up is the particle effects in this game. Like the weapon effects and the particle effects definitely hold up still. They were just so well done that it's that it doesn't even matter that this game is over 10 years old. Shot the wall that time, Ghost there. Nice aim, buddy. And then we finally get the headshot. Headshots will take those guys out in one shot with the las cannon.
It may be severed, but it's still the enemy's stronghold.
Fleet is preparing an all-out assault.
Just making sure those guys don't pop out as demons there.
I know. Good luck.
Run over here and get some more ammo real quick. I thought I had to go that way, but no, you have to go up the ramp and then go all the way around. I just got a text from my fiance who is still in bed. Can we get McDonald's? I said, yeah, we can. Let me finish recording. Yeah, I gotta finish recording though first, honey. Let me let me get the video out first. I'm literally recording this on the morning that it is getting posted, so it might be a little bit late. Sorry if it is. And I'm trying to bounce, like, get the grenades to stay there, but it's so weird. Sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes they bounce all over the place, and sometimes they stick to the first object that they touch. That wall over there is really cool there. Not this one, but the one to my right. Has like a little neon thing on it. I think it's moving too. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, just look at the environment in this game. It reminds me of like Alien. That is like the closest. Like I'm picturing just a xenomorph popping down from the from the rafters there. I would not recommend taking the plasma cannon here or at any point in the game. There are better weapons for sure. Oh yeah, why am I using that? Let me just use the lovely las cannon here. Yeah, 3 shots if you don't aim it well, but only 1 shot if you do. There you go. Nice shot, Ghost. Yeah, I'm gonna mag dump this guy with the storm bolter, and then I'm just going to hack him to pieces with the old power axe here, and I'll give you guys a lovely execution. Boom. Headshot. He just kind of disappears there. Kind of funny how that works. Got some chaos cultists down there. Let's shred him up with the storm bolter. I wish they would have give you access to the storm bolter much earlier on in this game. Maybe they do. Maybe it was the one upgrade thing that I actually missed. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that is the only upgrade thing that I missed. Yeah, I really would have liked to get that because it seems to have made the game a little bit more difficult than it should have been. But there's a surface skull back in there if you guys are collectors. Yeah, just look at the variety of environments. First of all, like we pop in, it feels like a desert planet with the orcs. And then now this is a huge sprawling manufactorum. I was thinking about swapping out for the soccer bull rifle, but I'm like, well, I got the las cannon. Why would I need that? No reason to have it, you know? So I'm like, okay, well, we got a long range. We got a short range. Yeah, we're all set. Let's continue on over this way. Got some guys popping in down over here. I was like, what the hell is that? That's where I was standing a second ago. Pop that guy's head. When they're this far away, they don't really phase shift too much. It's just more when they get closer, they'll actually phase shift behind you. But the power axe, like I said before, it deals with these guys. It turns them into a non-threat, we'll put it that way. And the chainsword probably does the same as well. Pull out the old las cannon again, pop his head off there, and send him back to the warp. And we're currently fighting our way towards the spire there. What remains of the spire, rather. Let's get a little execute going here. Boom, severed the head. Come down this way, confront a few more of them. It is a little bit easier to take these guys out when you do soften them up with the bolter. I'd recommend doing 2 attacks on one, turning, doing 2 attacks on the other, and then that will keep them both staggered until they are dead. Because the power axe is a medium weapon, so it does actually stagger people pretty good. And I was wondering what the fuck is shredding me here. Good lord. But no, it's a it's another heavy bolter. So I'm like, okay, let me pop out around here, throw a grenade. That should take the one guy who's on the heavy bolter off of the heavy bolter, and it does. And we'll come over here, keep that guy from getting back on it. Yeah, those heavy bolters, man, they absolutely shred people, seriously. These things are no joke, man. Excuse me, I burped there. But that is all we're gonna have time for, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time. Thank you to the channel members. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Tobias, Moonjeez, Cameron, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, JT, Michael, and Pfeiffer. Thank you guys so very much for those channel memberships. And thank you to everybody else who views the videos, watches the videos, likes, subscribes. Y'all know I don't ask for any of that, but I do appreciate it when you guys do it on your own. So yes, I will see you guys in the next video. And I'll give you a hint. The next episode is a spicy one, man. It is a very, very good piece of the story, and it kind of finishes the puzzle, so to speak. I'm hinting to you guys what's gonna happen then, but you'll have to tune in and see next time. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Peace out.